Alright, welcome back to episode 2 of 2064. Okay, so I think we were... What were we doing? Oh yeah, we were leaving Stardust to go back to my place. You had to leave your drink behind. Oh no. Okay. Let's go to the map. Okay, so this is where we are. Gotta go to Hayden's apartment, right? Or our place. No, is it Hayden's?
Halt, citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the Neo-SF Police Department as part of an ongoing investigation.
Well, looks like the police have finally stepped in.
I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not authorized to allow anyone to enter this location.
Hold on here, I just gotta adjust my mic. There we go. Okay, so... Looks like we can't... That's my friend's place. Is everything okay? Listen, I really need to get in here. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this one here.
I'm sorry, citizen, but I cannot give comment on any currently ongoing investigations. If you would like to leave your contact information with me, I can forward your inquiry to the detective in charge, who will get in touch with you as soon as it is feasible.
I don't like the way my microphone is sitting. There we go. Okay, contact information, forward inquiry, detective in charge, get in touch with you as soon as it is feasible.
They may have questions for you. Thank you in advance for your cooperation, citizen.
Listen, I really need to get in there.
That will not be possible, citizen. The area must be preserved in pristine condition for the collection of evidence. Only authorized Neo-SFPD personnel may enter. I am required by law to inform you that I am set at Level 2 Guard Mode, and any effort to make unauthorized entry will be met with non-lethal force sufficient to incapacitate. I apologize, but I must ask you to move along. Loitering around an active investigation area is prohibited by city statute, and I am authorized to issue the citation of a fine to any persons found to be doing so.
We should go ahead and get moving.
Alright.
Drat, I did not expect the police to get involved so quickly. The situation is already growing out of our control.
Thanks, R2.
I suppose we don't have to hide the fact of Hayden being missing anymore, but we do have to move faster. Do you have any ideas on how to get in there and grab that data cache?
Maybe we should just let the police take over. I do have a contact inside the Neo-SFD. Well, if he does, let's do that.
Who would that be? I found no such connection when I compiled your personal history.
Lexi. She's kind of new to this jurisdiction, but she'll talk to me. Oh, okay.
Give me a moment. Oh, I see now. Detective Lexi Rivers. She used to date your sister. I must have missed that link in your history somehow.
And you call yourself a robot.
You have a very poor net presence.
Thanks. I try to keep it that way, even in today's day and age.
It makes anticipating your needs more difficult.
Good. I don't need somebody to constantly be watching me. Sorry. It's a bit creepy when you do that. Actually, I prefer it that way. I'd be this way.
Well, setting aside your unreasonable distaste for technology, I agree with your suggestion. Her online profile suggests that she might be willing to work with us off the books, so to speak. A considerable boon, since I would prefer to maintain the clandestine nature of this investigation for now. Let us go and find Miss Rivers to request assistance.
Well, probably shouldn't be saying that all within earshot of ED-83 here. That would be Detective Rivers' turning.
Oh, right. Should I refresh my protocols for handling titles around Detective Rivers?
Yes, that's definitely what I recommend.
Done and done. We wouldn't want any social faux pas, would we? Now lead the way.
Police station added to city map. Let's go to the police station. Let's go see the cops. I meant the police cops. The Neo San Francisco police station for the Richmond district. It has all the charm of, well, any other old police department. And what do we have here? Searchable places. Let's take a look around here. Let's look at this crime status screen. Look. It's a map showing police activity in Neo San Francisco. According to this, things are looking okay. Oops. Yeah, these readings are pretty questionable. Okay. Read that. Use crime screen. The map has enough. The map has enough fingerprints as it is, or not. Just added one more. Feel special? You don't? That's okay. Okay. I thought everything had two, what do you call it? Reactions. But I guess there's three. Talk to crime status screen. The screen doesn't have a speech recognition module. And yet you keep talking to it. How silly you look.
How did you become a technology journalist again?
Getting roasted. This screen doesn't have a speech. Okay. Dents. Look at dents. This station has seen better days. Are these holes from a shotgun? Okay, I guess some things only have two, reactions. Use dents. The wall feels fragile. Maybe somebody punched or kicked these dents in. Would you believe this is one of the city's nicer stations? Okay. There's a robot. Let's look at the desk over there. Look at desk. This old looking desk has a ton of paperwork on it. Not all law enforcement is super thrilling. Yeah, I don't know what it's like to. Well, I do know what it's like to have a desk job. I had two of them, and well, things can go by pretty quick enough if you kind of just keep yourself busy. But sitting at a desk all day just can be a drag at times. I've never held a desk job for more than a year. Use desk. You technically already have a desk job. Why would you want to do any of that paperwork? What? I missed something. Okay, he said, why would you want to do all that paperwork? You can't go back there anyway. Okay, what else? Pile of forms. Work is really piling up over there. Whose unfortunate job is it to organize all of that? They sure got some fat stacks of legal documents. Okay. Crime status. Okay. Let's talk to this ROM here. An ED-64 police unit attends the front desk. The way their eye moves is unnerving. Okay. Touch. Maybe touching the front desk attendant isn't a good idea. They're a ROM, but they're also still a police figure. Okay.
Welcome to the Neo San Francisco Richmond District Police Station, citizen. How may I be of assistance today?
Okay, I'm looking for Detective Lexi Rivers. Tell her it's DBL. Hey, didn't I just see you over at my friend's apartment? I'll say this.
I believe you are mistaken, citizen. Perhaps you encountered another Parallax ED-64 law enforcement ROM.
In my limited experience, I have found that ROMs, much like humans, do not appreciate it when they are told they remind you of someone else.
I'm looking for Detective Lexi Rivers.
Please give me a few moments to get in contact with Detective Rivers. Thank you for your patience. Unfortunately, Detective Rivers is out on assignment at the moment, but she has given me her authorization to send you her way.
Ah, nice.
You can find her by the Carousel Building in Golden Gate Park, but I will caution you to exert care.
Golden Gate Park. Let's go check it out.
She is working an investigation right now, and we are not responsible for your safety should you approach. Is there anything else I can help you with?
My friend's apartment is being cordoned off. Can you tell me why? Is there anything you can tell me that's newsworthy? No, thank you. Okay, let's go with this one.
I apologize, citizen, but I am not authorized to comment on ongoing investigations. I will pass your concerns on to the detective in charge.
Ah, okay.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Okay, is there anything you can tell me that's newsworthy?
I am not authorized to comment on any ongoing investigations, but the protests outside Genus are a hot human interest topic. Perhaps you could look around there. Feel free to note the assistance of the Neo San Francisco Police Department in your article. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, thank you.
Have a good day, citizen.
Okay, so we gotta go. Let's go to the... where is it? GG Park. Okay, tree. Look at tree.
Eucalyptus globulus, the Tasmanian blue gum.
Pretty interesting. Whatever you're starting to rant about, please don't.
Okay.
Look at tree. Eucalyptus globulus, huh? Also known as, to non-ROMs, that tree. You try calling some birds, but they just fly away. Bye-bye, birdie.
Bye-bye, Birdie. The musical had its 100th birthday just a couple years ago.
Okay, let's look at the water ROM. This is a public park ROM. It roams its designated area to offer water and directions to tourists. It also takes donations. It seems really dedicated to giving out water. Okay. Touch.
Hello, I'm Alfie, I-83. How may I help you? Would you like some cool, refreshing water?
Sure, I'll take some water.
Sure thing. Please wait. Okay, here you go.
Cool.
Water levels, okay. Would you care to donate some credits to the...
Recycling for Greener Earth Foundation.
I like how his voice kind of just changes at that what do you call it, foundation thing. Sure, I suppose.
Thank you so much.
You just saved my life.
Hello, I'm Alfie, I-83.
No, thank you.
All right, please have a nice day.
Okay, talk.
Hello, I'm Alfie, I-83.
Oh,
How may I
okay.
help you? Would you like some cool...
No, thank you.
All right, please have a nice day.
Okay, let's take a look at our items here. Let's take a look at the water. Oh, look at glass of water. The 2064 Golden Gate Park Holiday Souvenir Glass. Refillable at any Alfie refreshment bot. Currently holding some cool, refreshing water. Still carrying around the spoiled milk. Okay, that's a casually dressed fellow. Looks like he's taking a photo of his ROM. Or his ROM is taking a photo of him. Okay. This isn't a park ROM, it's mine. If you want water, find an Alfie. Hey, could you take a photo of me and my adorable precious ROM? There we go. Thanks. Sharply dressed woman.
Do you think I'd look nice in that hat?
Not really, you'd probably look ridiculous. Wouldn't hurt to try. I'll take you shopping sometime. You probably look ridiculous.
What?
You'd be lucky to find one big enough to fit your giant head. Oh, never mind. Sorry, maybe a different color.
Maybe it would look better in orange or a green. Perhaps a mauve.
I gotta stop talking down to the robot. My hat appears to be enjoying the breeze more than she is. No, her hat. She's got it in a death grip. Seems intense. Let's talk to her. Having a lot of mixed feelings about this whole wearing a hat on a breezy day thing. That guy's super into his ROM, eh? I was the same way when I got mine too. Snacks stand. Just look at the carousel.
Originally built by the Herschel Spillman Company in 1914, this carousel is still one of the outstanding attractions near the children's playground. It received its second restoration nearly 10 years ago. That's over 70 years since its first reopening back in 1984.
Okay, let's touch it. Ride.
I don't think we have time to ride it, even though it looks fun.
Set personality modifier to Killjoy, Captain? Turing totally won't let you ride it yet. Something to look forward to when the mission is over. Okay, let's take a look at the snack stand. A small snack stand in the middle of the park. The coffee there is actually really great.
I cannot partake in beverages, but I have certain emotional neurotransmitters that attempt to simulate the experience for me. I prefer a Yong-Yong.
A Yong-Yong. Why spend credits on a great yet expensive coffee when there's a park ROM giving out free water? All they sell there is junk food, nothing that'll give you any energy to stay on track. Well, what's going on here? Tree. Okay, this is the same thing. Froyo stand owner, water pump, ROM, Lexi. Sharon Art Studio. Okay, let's look at everything first. A broken, beat-up Froyo stand. It was in the newspaper. You read okay today, right? You read okay today? Maybe you should have before Turing broke poor Lappy. You can't get Froyo today. The entire stand was destroyed. You would rather have a mango Hassie anyway. The Froyo stand wasn't activated by voice. It's currently torn to shreds. You're just talking to the rubble. Okay, let's look at him. A very distraught owner of a very destroyed Froyo stand. Doesn't look like he's had the best day. Okay.
Can't you see I'm busy here?
Sorry.
Look, I've gone through a lot today. Just give me some space, okay?
Sure thing. He kind of looks like that dude from that TV show. I forget. Kenny Spencer's dad. No, is it Kenny or Kevin? Kenny? I think it's Kenny Spencer, yeah. It's a Canadian TV show. Animated. This pump controls the flow of water to the park stand. No, to the park ROM. It's currently on and pumping strong. With this, you could wield complete power over free refreshments.
If you want water, I'm sure that public park ROM we saw on our way in can help.
The ROM at the end of that hose probably wouldn't be happy if anything happened to its water supply. Okay, Sharon Art Studio, look.
This is the Sharon Art Studio, established in 1968. It is NeoSF's largest public art studio with classes and workshops for all ages.
He looks so happy to tell me stuff that he's probably got from Wikipedia. Well, their version of Wikipedia anyway.
The building was closed off in 1974 suffering fire damage, but reopened in 1984 and has continued operation since. I'm impressed that it is still running.
Okay. No time for art classes. There's a mystery to be solved.
I wonder what kind of painting techniques they're teaching their students.
Okay, let's look at the ROM first. Look. One of the NSFPD's finest ROMs on assignment in the park. Was it really necessary to bring out a ROM this big for a vandalized Froyo stand? Okay, let's talk to Lexi. She looks like she means business. That's Detective Lexi Rivers. You met her through your sister a while back, but you haven't seen her in some time until today. She always seemed to really care about you and has helped out a time or two in the past. It's probably not a good idea to push Lexi around.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Okay, let's talk to her now.
Hey there, long time.
She has that dodo bird haircut from Looney Tunes. Oh, not Dodo Bird. Tiny Toons, that vulture kid.
Give me a few minutes to wrap this up, okay? I swear you wouldn't believe the amount of paperwork I have to file over a damn wrecked Froyo stand. By the way, how's your sister doing?
She's fine. What's with the Froyo stand? Don't rush on my account. Just a man's life on the line. I would ask this one.
I don't know if you've heard, but we got some phantom robot on the loose that everyone is calling Wonder Boy. Supposed to be a hero of the people or something, but I have no idea what smashing a Froyo stand has to do with it. My guess? It's just a bunch of kids screwing around at night and getting a thrill out of some light vandalism. But the brass said to take it seriously, so that's what I'm gonna do.
I see.
It's not like I have real cases I could be working on or actual criminals to be hunting down or anything. If I had known that this is all they would give me, I never would have transferred.
Well, what's their problem with you?
Let's see. I'm too young for full detective. I'm too big of a hothead. I've got a history. I have augments. Take your pick.
Too young for full detective. Why did you move anyway?
I transferred because the credits were good. I thought being in a bigger city would mean I'd get to work some bigger cases. Instead, I'm stuck chasing ghosts and dead ends. So yeah, I have plenty of spare time to help you with whatever you got.
Cool.
It's gotta be better than dealing with this crap. Hold on one sec. Let me steal a break from this guy.
Alright.
So, fill me in. What's going on?
Okay, an old friend of mine, Hayden, has gone missing.
Oh, shoot, that's no good. How long have they been gone? I'll have a hard time getting a focused effort on the case immediately unless there's evidence of foul play.
Unfortunately, Detective, things are precisely that serious. I am Hayden's personal ROM, and I was witness to the kidnapping. I can assure you Hayden was taken by force, and that time is of the essence. Just prior to the incident, he instructed me to seek help should anything bad happen. I now believe he has been expecting trouble of this magnitude. We need your help if we're going to track him down.
Oh.
Damn. All right then, I'll do what I can to open up an investigation. I can't guarantee I'll be put on the case, conflict of interest and all, but I can sure keep tabs on things for you.
I was hoping we could keep this off the books. That's nice, but we need your help in a different kind of way. Oh, this one?
Yes, Hayden is a senior researcher at Parallax, and I know he was working on some very high-profile projects for the company. It's quite likely that he was taken by somebody with enough money and influence to ensure anything official goes nowhere. You yourself have already cast doubt on your superior's judgment. Unfortunately, we share the sentiment. In fact, we know there is already some kind of currently ongoing investigation. We were stopped from entering Hayden's apartment by an NSFPD ROM. That's why we came to you.
Oh, okay.
We were hoping you would be empathetic to our cause.
You know, you're a bit chattier than most ROMs. I guess it makes sense that Parallax employees get the shiniest new toys, huh? I'll see what's going on in the department. I don't know what I can do if someone inside actually is dirty, but I can pass information to you if I decide my superiors aren't taking things seriously. They wouldn't have left only one bot by the door if it was something important enough to squash. Hopefully it's unrelated. I'll get back to you on it soon. Just relax and we'll figure this out. Promise.
Seems very laid back. Can you escort us into the apartment yourself? Could you just radio the guard to let us in? Okay, well, this one seems more likely.
No way, not gonna happen.
Oh,
If there's already an investigation, I'm not gonna let you just waltz in and tamper with evidence, cover up or not. At least give me a day to make sure they're doing the job right.
okay. We can't wait a day. Hayden might not have that long. What happened, Lexi? Used to play by your own rules. Oh, this one here.
Look, I'm taking this seriously, and so should you. If Hayden is in real danger, you bumbling after whoever took him is just gonna get you killed. I don't need that kind of crap on my conscience.
You're gonna put his life in danger because you don't want to stir the pot? Okay, you know I can handle myself, Lexi. You've been there.
Sure you can. All the way up until you don't. Just let it go. I lost too much playing fast and loose with this kind of situation back home. I have to handle this.
We'll have a better shot at this if we work at it from both ends. I'll be careful, Lexi. I just want to help my friend.
No. I'm sorry, but we're not gonna do it that way. I know you think I'm just being paranoid, but the city is tense right now. With the protests and everything going on, you might be poking around in a hornet's nest. Let me do my job. I don't want you to get hurt. Get a weapon of some kind and stay safe. I still care about you.
Alright, I hear you, Lexi.
You better. I don't have a stick up my ass about regs, but I'm not gonna send an untrained civilian into this alone, much less a friend. Now let's split up for a bit. I still gotta finish up this Froyo thing. I'll call you about the case later, alright?
Alright.
Well, that didn't go how I hoped, but maybe it isn't a total loss. I have another idea on how to get us both inside the apartment.
The fire escape? Good to hear. What is it?
I'll need to get my hands on Detective Rivers' police identification badge.
Oh,
I can just detect its outline in the fabric of her jacket pocket. I'll need to be considerably closer to pull its near-field data. We can't risk being too obvious.
okay.
I'm sure you can come up with some way for me to scan it. I have faith in you.
Okay, what do we do here? Look at Lexi. Lexi's badge is still firmly in place in her jacket pocket. Not that you can see it, though. You don't have the cybernetic eyes. Okay. It's probably not a good idea to push Lexi around. Talk.
Toppings everywhere. The humanity of it. The pretzel guy. Yes. Steve. He's been after this spot for years.
Okay. Look. Who could have done this? You deactivate the pump, stopping the water flow. Okay.
I'm Alfie, I-83. How may I help you? Would you like some cool, refreshing water?
Sure, I'll take some water.
Oh, you already seem to have a full glass of cool, refreshing water. I'll just wait here for you to finish it.
Some people see the glass half empty, some see the glass half full. Alfie sees yours as completely full.
Okay, and items. Drink up. That hit the spot. You drank your water. Okay. Let's see what he says if we
I'm Alfie,
ask for water.
I-83. How may I help you? Would you like some cool, refreshing water?
Sure.
Sure thing. I'll refill that right away. Please wait. Oh, this is embarrassing. I seem to have run out of cool, refreshing water.
Oh no.
Water levels. Not okay. Water levels. Not okay. Water levels. Not okay. I'll be right back.
Oh. Okay, okay, so ID card, look. It looks like Alfie knocked Lexi's ID out of her pocket. Police identification badges store a lot of data. Badge number, armory registration, firearm, license, discount codes for baked goods, donuts.
Perfect. That's all I needed.
Okay, so now what?
Let me keep that under my...
Hey! What the hell are you doing with my ID?
Oh, excuse me, Detective Rivers. I noticed it fell out of your pocket after that wayward ROM crashed into you, and I wanted to make sure it didn't get lost in the shuffle.
Huh. Thanks. What hit me? You said it was a ROM?
Yes, it seemed to be following faulty programming of some kind. Perhaps it was the same one that damaged this vendor's cart? It headed off in that direction.
Guess I should check it out. Not like I have any other leads on this jackpot of a case. Hey you, Froyo guy? Tag along with me in case I need you to identify the bot.
Who, me? But I've gotta attend my stand.
Cut the crap. It's not going anywhere, and the robot I posted will make sure nobody messes with the crime scene.
Yes, ma'am.
And you two. Don't think I don't know you're up to something. Keep your noses clean. I'll be in touch.
As I was saying, let me keep it under my hat for now. I am more than just a walking search engine, you know. Dramatics aside, we should return to Hayden's apartment.
All right. Okay, Hayden's apartment. Oh, let's look at some stuff here. Look. A gorgeous view of some skyscrapers. When you walk a little closer, you can actually see the Bay Bridge from this view. There's no way to open it. It doesn't even have curtains. Opening it would be really dangerous this high up. Let's not climb outside today. Okay, a plant. A healthy green plant. The sunshine from the window does wonders for them. Look at random door. That's not Hayden's apartment. You have poor luck with doors. Knock. There's no response. A dog starts barking as you approach the door. You should probably leave the neighbors alone. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, let's try going here. Look at Hayden's door. The door to Hayden's apartment. It seems to have been recently replaced.
The lock was absolutely broken before.
Halt, citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the Neo SF Police Department as part of ongoing investigations. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not authorized to allow anyone to enter this location.
Not even.
This is Detective Lexi Rivers, badge number 881126. I will be entering the crime scene with my assistant to gather evidence. Please move out, but maintain the perimeter.
Of course, Detective Rivers. Good luck with your investigation.
So, are you impressed yet? Have I proven my usefulness?
You don't need to prove anything to me, Turing, but good job. Not bad at all. You made your point, Turing. I'll go with this one.
At times I feel my inexperience may be holding us back, but I will continue to do my best to assist you. I just wish Hayden had given me more practical training to deal with this kind of situation. Or even just being out and about in general. It can be a bit overwhelming at times.
How did that work with just Lexi's voice anyway? Can't that police bot see us?
Well, I'm not sure I'd call that seeing. The Neo SF Police Department uses a government rebuild of the old Robodyne 6300 Mark B. They're antiquated enough that I'm surprised they aren't in a museum. Their optics are a paltry 10 megapixels, and it was child's play for me to modulate my forward display into a tight beam of an image aimed directly into its lenses. I also transmitted the credentials we got from Detective Rivers' badge earlier. I probably could have gotten away with just that, but better safe than sorry when impersonating an officer of the law. Frankly, I'm rather embarrassed for the ROM.
So we just broke the law and used a, what do you call it, a very powerful little robot. You know, I didn't know that this washing machine of ROM was that primitive, like, in the game. Okay.
The poor thing is older than your computer. But enough of that. Let's get the data cache and return to Tomcat.
Okay, let's go inside. Wow.
What?
What the heck happened here?
Oh no. No. Our apartment. My home. Who could have done this? Why?
So it looks like it happened right after we left. Geez, those tags look like Human Revolution graffiti.
What does the Human Revolution want with Hayden?
I think they want to kill him.
Why would they break our things? I don't know what to do. This place, these items. They're all I have of Hayden. What if he's gone for good?
Well, can't really do anything about it, I guess.
What will I do if we can't find him? This was all I had left.
Don't worry, Turing. We'll find him.
You're right. I apologize for the emotional outburst. Well, let's look around and see if we can find the data cache in all this mess. We don't have time to waste on my histrionics.
Okay, let's take a look around here. Torn up plant. Someone took the time to methodically shred the poor plant. Even dashed against the floor, Hayden's plant somehow seems healthier than the one at home. Empty desk. The desk has been ransacked and tagged with spray paint. The computer is missing, as are the ROM parts that were nearby. A ROM piece has been embedded into the high-res screen. Static dances across the display. Tech scum graffiti.
I think you're right about this being Human Revolution propaganda, but Hayden is an unlikely target. I I know they don't like parallax because they think advanced technology in general is bad, but they spend most of their time going after hybrids and cyborgs. I'll run some deep meshnet searches and see if anything turns up.
The human revolution takes issue with all high tech. Anyone who works in it or is related to it is just tech scum. Okay. Broken window. The view is marred by graffiti and splintered glass.
I think the data cache is gone. We've searched everywhere, and it just isn't here. I hate to return to Tomcat empty-handed, but this leaves us twisting in the wind. Perhaps they can point us in a new direction. The data cache is no longer our main objective, but it would be nice to know where it is and why it was taken. I wonder what the human revolution would need the data cache for anyway.
Okay, maybe they took it to delay Hayden's research. Maybe someone is framing the human revolution. Maybe they just really vandals who stole it to sell. It's probably the top one.
That's a distinct possibility. I just don't have enough personal experience with the human revolution to give you an honest answer. The information on the meshnet is extremely conflicting and desperately polarized. Some of it paints them as neo-druid nature lovers, other parts as bigots stuck in the past. Perhaps we could...
Oh, what's going on?
No!
No good. Not good. What happened? Maybe did he get tased? This game does not autosave, so please be sure to save frequently. Game over. Is it? Oh, okay. Chapter 2, they kind of left us hanging there for a bit. Alright, Chapter 2. So what happened? Did we get tasered? It's so friggin' hot in my room and I can't open the window because it's frozen shut. What is going on?
Thank goodness you're finally awake. I have spent the past 30 minutes calculating the odds of you being indefinitely incapacitated or immobilized. I'm relieved to find my pessimism was misplaced and that you appear to be okay.
Yeah, I am. Are you okay? My head is killing me. What happened? Not so loud. Your voice is even more agonizing than usual. Okay, this one.
Someone ambushed us at the apartment. After you collapsed, my power systems were jammed by whoever attacked us. It took me 2 minutes to reboot and call an ambulance. When we left, I noticed they had done the same thing to the NSFPD ROM that was standing post. It takes a lot of power to crash one of those, even temporarily. Serious military hardware like that is difficult to obtain, but that type of non-lethal electrical field would interrupt my systems as well. Likely a mil-spec neuro-scrambler.
So it's like a weapon that affected them both. Who do you think did this? Why did they attack us and just leave? They could have just killed them.
I now believe my original hypothesis to have been correct. Hayden must have been kidnapped by a powerful organization looking to get control of his research. Trashing our apartment may have been a cover for the theft of the data cache we were looking for.
Why did they attack us and just leave?
If we walked in on them while they were searching the apartment for Hayden's files, I can understand them stunning us to make their escape. But the probability that they're actually after me, or rather the research behind my creation, seems high. Leaving me when I was so vulnerable makes no sense.
Maybe they didn't recognize you. Maybe they want you to lead them to the rest of Hayden's research. Okay, maybe they didn't recognize you.
That seems unlikely. Even the most casual access to Hayden's research would have turned up physical descriptions of me. And even if they weren't sure, well, I'd play it better safe than sorry if I were them. We were at the scene of the crime, so to speak. Surely interrogating us would have cost them little.
Did you see who hit us?
No, I didn't. They assaulted us from behind, and nothing showed up on my optics before I was disrupted. They either had cloaking of some kind, or were extraordinarily careful while making their way into the apartment. My optics, while not top of the line, are better than an off-the-shelf ROMs, and I should have been able to detect any thermal changes from someone being there. Oh, before I forget, here are your belongings. The nurses had me hold on to them for you until you awoke.
All right.
Here's your ID card. Don't lose this again.
Cool.
Here are those headphones you reviewed. I noticed the article on your computer before. Good job getting published.
Oh, it got published.
Oh, and here's your spoiled milk. Luckily, the hospital staff didn't find your carrying of a carton of spoiled milk around to be a cause for concern. And finally, here's your commemorative glass of water that you got from Alfie. Looks like it got broken.
Dang.
Now all we have is this broken commemorative glass.
Broken glass. Maybe we should just throw the glass away.
You're right. You wouldn't want to cut yourself. Just let me know when you want to leave.
Alrighty.
Excuse me. Are you talking about Hayden Weber?
Oh, somebody knows. Oh, okay. Turing medical comp. Look at it. You seem to be doing okay. See? Use Medicomp. You're a writer, not a doctor. Sit back down. You're gonna make things not okay. How are things, Medicomp? Good enough. It's kind of like a Daft Punk thing here. It only really gives that one answer, but don't question a good progress. Everything is okay. I think that's what it said. Look at Turing. Looks like Turing has an eyeball. Freaky. Has Turing been sitting here by your side the entire time?
I think I recognize that voice, but I can't be sure. I'm glad you're okay.
Okay, curtains. Yeah, curtains. Look. Standard hospital curtain. Low quality fabric, tacky sterile color, and steam clean beyond recognition. Why did they even bother putting up a curtain in the first place? It obviously doesn't afford for much privacy. Yeah, it certainly doesn't. Open curtains. Who is that? Looks like the guy from Sim City. Okay, window. A nice, if busy, crowded view of town. May not be very calming visuals for recovering patients, but it does serve to remind that there's a bustling world outside. Locked, but you dig the warmth from the sun.
Don't smudge up the view.
Alright. The beauty of the view inspires you to hum out a little ditty. Not much of an enchantment moment with the window closed. Medical station. Some sort of medical device is hooked up to his chair. It seems to be running diagnostics on his status. You've never seen a computer like that before. And you can't read it. That's dangerous. Plus, he's sitting right there. Don't touch that before things get morbid. Maybe Turing is more adept at speaking computer.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Okay. Guess ROMs aren't backwards compatible. Okay, so I think I just gotta talk to this patient dude. Look at the patient. Seems he's your roommate. He's wearing a suit. Better say hello before you leave.
Sorry for being a nosy, Nancy. Hayden's an old friend of mine, and this sounded all too familiar. Has anything happened to him?
Who are you?
Of course, I've not yet introduced myself. My name is Dr. Yannick Fairlight, and I'm the founder and former CEO of System 1 Software, now owned by Parallax.
Oh, okay.
He is telling the truth, at least as far as I can intuit from information on the meshnet. And I do recall Hayden mentioning a Dr. Fairlight, at least once in passing at some point.
See, I don't bite.
Were you listening in on our conversation?
I hate to be the one to tell you, but privacy screens are hardly soundproof. However, if this situation concerns us both, perhaps we can help each other. I won't press you for details, but perhaps I could be of some assistance. I remember my association with Hayden fondly, and I'd be happy to help in any way I can.
Okay, you said former CEO?
Yes. As I've mentioned, Parallax acquired my company, System 1 Software. I accepted a CTO position, and additionally served on Parallax's board for several years. The other directors and I had a difference of opinion about the direction the organization should take. The non-centralized data scheme for most ROMs used today seemed ludicrous at the time. We were playing with fire, dangerous, morally ambiguous fire, and well, we hadn't invented a bucket of water. So when Parallax's servers were destroyed by hobbyist hackers, well, needless to say, it was a PR nightmare. Everything halted until we could get the damage fixed. And since the security work that goes into maintaining the integrity of near-impenetrable meshnet is astronomically expensive, we had our share of disagreements. In the end, I was voted off the board and they went on without me. Do I have hard feelings? Of
Yes, I do.
course, who wouldn't? In the end, though, it really doesn't matter. I'm an old rich man with enough hobbies to last the next 2 decades.
Just the 2 decades? How did you meet Hayden?
Hayden and I made our acquaintance when the 2 companies first underwent the merger. At the time, he was a young, hotshot researcher working in the search data correlation sector. He was assigned to find the best ways to integrate Parallax's own collection and analysis tools into System 1's LIPS operating system.
So he was analyzing lips.
He was a bit much to handle at times, honestly, but I admired his passion for the subject.
He really likes lips. All kinds. Do you know anything about Hayden's research? Research?
No.
Yes.
Not so much. I remember at the time he had interest in advanced machine sapience. That is the realm of science fiction.
Oh. Better not let him know about Turing.
He once showed me a prototype of his. She was quite clever, very convincing, but you could tell she did not contain the spark of life. I assume that you are another of his creations.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Turing.
And I am DBL.
Did you say she?
Ah, yes. She was quite insistent on that fact over the course of my conversation with her. Hayden said that she had picked out the color for her casing herself. Pastel pink. Still, I must assume you are far more advanced than she if you're spearheading the search for your creator. Perhaps I should have had more faith in Hayden's little hobby.
Do you know what became of her, or where she might be now? Hayden has told me so little of his past research.
I'm sorry, Turing. It was a long time ago, and I'm afraid my memory is not what it used to be. If any of my contacts in Parallax make mention of your erstwhile sibling, I'll pass it on to you.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight.
Okay, let me ask about something else.
Of course. Ask away.
What are you doing here?
The chair you find me in is an advanced diagnostic and life support run. Its development is one of my hobbies, so to speak. It monitors my vitals and administers medications as necessary to keep my body stable. I likely would have perished long ago without it, or at least would have been severely bedridden. It requires frequent maintenance, and I'm here to have it examined. There's a particular fellow at this hospital who is the only one I trust to run the correct diagnostics and fine-tune things to my exact needs. It's the same way you might get your car serviced, making sure everything's in check. It's too integral to my health to count on just luck. Unfortunately, many critically injured patients were rushed into surgery all at once. My appointment has been pushed back. The hospital administrators placed me here with a resting patient so as not to be disturbed by the chaos outside. I don't think they expected you to awaken quite as quickly as you did.
Okay, how can you help?
I can think of a few ways. I still have some contacts in Parallax and can put out some quiet feelers. Maybe they'll know something. I will admit, I don't have much to offer until there's more information. Is there anything you can tell me? I'd like to help in any way I can. What did you find at Hayden's apartment?
The first time we went, nothing. But when we went back to extract his computer's data cache, the place had been pillaged, and the human revolution had spray-painted slogans all over our walls. Hayden's computer was gone, and we were assaulted. And now we're here, injured and losing our trail with each passing second. We're still frustratingly in the dark and running out of time. I fear Hayden is slipping out of reach. I am failing him.
I'm very sorry to hear that. I wish I could do more. Hayden's company was most enjoyable.
Okay, and now what do you want?
What do I want? It would be nice to be young again. Play the darling of the company. Court prince and pauper alike. right now, someone I grew very fond of is in great danger. I simply wish to see Hayden home again, safe.
Is that his dad? Is that his dad, or?
It's been very interesting speaking to you, Dr. Fairlight.
Turin, are you sure we can trust him? We should trust him. I don't think we should trust him. Okay.
I don't think we have any choice.
If I'm looking into this on my own, you might as well benefit from it. We both want the same thing, yes? It's up to us to seize opportunity when it appears. I think I have a lead for you two that will prove most useful. You said you found human revolution slogans spray-painted on the walls?
Yep.
I am acquaintances with the man leading the current human revolution protests at the Genus Clinic.
This guy is connected to everyone.
His name is Brian Mulberry.
Brian Mulberry.
After an introduction from me, he may be willing to shine some light on that particular event.
How do you know this Brian Mulberry? You're involved with the human revolution? Thank you for helping us out like this. Okay, we'll check this one.
Well, when I exited Parallax, I sought out like-minded individuals. We worked together to prevent a full deployment of the MeshNet system. Brian Mulberry was one such person. We did not succeed in our efforts, obviously. Come to think of it, that event might have been what prompted Brian to take a more radical stance against technology. But yes, our motivations aligned for one brief time, and I gained his respect from it. Hopefully, that can be useful for you.
Okay, you're involved with the human revolution?
No, not in this lifetime. Even if I so desired, I don't think they would approve much of my work. While Mr. Mulberry and I were associated with each other once, it was before he joined the human revolution. I find their methodology too aggressive, and their stated goals dangerously backwards. While I pushed for careful deployment of technology after the Parallax System 1 merger, I am no caveman. After all, I'd likely be dead without the advanced technology that goes into this chair.
Okay, thank you for helping us out like this.
I will send a message downstairs to my assistant, Leon Decker. He will hand you one of my cards to prove your association with me to Mr. Mulberry. Make sure you speak to him before you leave. In the meantime, I'll get in touch with some other individuals I know and try to find out any other information about Hayden that I might be able to pass on to you. I'll be in contact. It was a pleasure meeting you both.
We should get going, Turing.
Of course. Please, do not let me delay you any further. Good luck, Turing. I don't think Hayden's faith in you is misplaced. You are an impressive piece of technology.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight. We'll be in touch. Should I call downstairs to have you discharged?
Yes, please, let's go.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh, we're in trouble.
I can't believe that you're still pulling the exact same shit you were years ago, but this time it's truly unreal.
She got wind of us using her credentials.
Do you even realize how bad impersonating a police officer is? It's a felony, jackass.
It's a go to prison, go to jail type of thing.
I should be slapping cuffs on you and dragging your sorry ass off right now.
Detective Rivers, wait! I'm sorry. The plan to lift your credentials and use them to access Hayden's apartment was entirely mine. Also, I feel it necessary to mention that though you are understandably upset, such language and imagery is beneath you as a respected officer of the law.
Trying to kiss up to her.
The robot did it, huh? I guess I'll just take you to jail then instead. That what you want? Don't even try to take all the blame. I know that a certain someone lent you a helping hand. It isn't like you have the hardware to pull that off alone, little bot.
Well, to be honest, Detective Rivers, I think I'll tell you the whole truth, since my friend here trusts you. Keep it under your hat, though, metaphorically. I am no ordinary ROM, but actually a prototype designed to be the first fully sapient machine. I suspect creating me is the main factor behind Hayden's disappearance, beyond his day-to-day research for Parallax. My name is Turing.
Whew. Okay. Hi, Turing. Well, that is a damn bigger problem than you first let on, huh, old pal? The first machine sapient. People are gonna have things to say about that. Especially the human revolution. Ugh. This is exactly what I wanted to avoid. You sure know how to get yourself dropped in the drink. What the hell am I supposed to do with the two of you? I guess I'm letting you off the hook.
All right.
This time, and only because this time I can let you get away with it safely. I doubt anyone will notice your manipulation of that NSFPD ROM, nor that I was apparently in two places at once. But mostly because I think you're right. Someone higher up in the department is trying to delay any search into Hayden's disappearance.
Is that so?
Here's the story. Apparently, the investigations you ran into this morning were about the lock on the apartment door being reported broken by a neighbor. The building couldn't reach Hayden, so they went ahead and got it fixed on their own, but the NSFPD sent a bot to check things out and guard the place for a while afterward, right? Standard procedure, treating it as a break-in. Have someone there for when Hayden shows up. Obviously, you and I know there's a bigger story, but when I filled out the missing person report, I was informed in no uncertain terms that I am to wait an entire 48 hours before I can upgrade the existing case. Why? Just on the off chance the door being busted and Hayden being missing are unrelated and my search screws something up for the completion of the break-in report. As if. There's a problem if you're so by the book you're getting paper cuts. And that was before all of this happened. The chief's not happy about whoever took the bot out. That's who they're after now. They won't even care if Hayden never shows.
Today's assault and the vandalization of our apartment will only make the entire situation more confusing and sensitive for the police.
There's too many moving parts to piece anything together, and it's not fun trying to argue with the bureaucrats that one thing happened over another. These little incidents of smashing shit and spray paint sound more like Froyo Stand 2.0 to them than a serious abduction.
And I suppose I won't be very useful as a witness to the kidnapping without explaining the makeup of my being to the entire department, which will only scandalize things further. Darn it all.
Look, it's not being squashed completely, so I don't think anyone's been bought. But until there's undeniable proof Hayden was taken by force, they're gonna care more about the poor doorknob and some paint on the walls than him being missing. Which means somebody definitely has some influence, enough to buy themselves time by forcing me to follow protocol to a T.
Yeah, it seems like where there's power, there's corruption a good number of times. Well, like, it's almost certain.
Not that I will, but I'm gonna have to keep things quiet.
It sounds like it's going to be up to us.
Yeah, so stop messing around. There's certainly a story here, but if you keep botching your moves, you'll blow it. I'd really rather you not be involved at all. but I know that isn't going to happen at this point. I've got a bad feeling people are going to end up dead over this. I don't want you to be one of them, buddy. And I really don't want to be the one making that call to your sister. Please.
Okay, let's see. I'm sorry, Lexi. I'll be careful. I promise. I can handle myself. Don't mother me. No, this one.
Yeah, I know. Just here.
Zapper added to items.
Take this. Use it if you have to.
Is this the same thing we got hit with?
It's not. This is a medium-range electrolaser pistol. It uses a low-power laser to create a channel of ionized gas to complete a circuit between the gun and the target, then discharges a considerable amount of current into the air. Think of it as a wireless taser of the older variety. This is a more suitable personal defense weapon, and it is legal to carry in the OSF without a license.
Oh, okay, so it's a wireless taser.
The neural scrambler we were attacked with uses a powerful electromagnetic field to disrupt electrical signals in the target's nervous system. That's far more dangerous and prone to be permanently damaging to the target. You got lucky.
I told you to get a weapon, but you didn't, so I picked it up on the way here. Be smart with it.
Thanks. I hope I won't need it. Or do I? Well, taser is like... Never used a taser. I don't know what it feels like, but I can probably guess it hurts a lot.
Me either.
Well, I don't think anybody really uses a taser as opposed to more of bear spray. Oh no, bear mace.
I'll be in touch if I find anything out, but don't hold your breath. My superiors are gonna keep leaning on me to do nothing. Back to the grind, I guess. See ya. Stay safe.
Thank you for your time, Detective Rivers.
Good.
You should talk to the receptionist and formally check out before we go anywhere. We should also look for Dr. Fairlight's assistant, Mr. Decker. He should be somewhere around.
Okay, so Mr. Decker, Hassie vending machine.
Look, they have a Hassie machine.
Machine.
I've read that a lot of people have switched over from their favorite colas and energy drinks to just Hassie.
Wonder why Turing says Hassie like that. If you want Hassie, you'll have to pay using lips. You gotta pay with your lips. Pay linked to your ID card. No free Hassie for you, not even hassle-free Hassie. You're reminded of your much less healthy planet home. It's probably dead now. All the foliage of Neo-SF exists only to mock you. Mysterious man, he's probably him. Cleaning ROM. A cute little cleaning ROM scrubbing the floors. It really seems to be trying to get a specific area spotless. You pat the tiny ROM on the head, it bleeps cheerfully.
It's Neo-SF's littlest hero.
Cleaning Neo-SF one tile at a time. This ROM isn't made for conversation, so it just warbles at you.
I think it wants you to move so it can clean.
Okay, let's talk to this one here. These reception ROMs are here to help check people in and answer questions about guests who stay here. There's a lot of political debate right now whether ROMs should be allowed to operate on people. Might happen soon. Also, we're going to have ROMs taking up like service industry jobs. Robots. I think they're like mass producing them, and I think we'll probably be seeing something similar within the next few years. Use receptionist ROM. Stop. You aren't sterile. Unless you want to scare them into sticking you in a hospital room for weeks, don't touch. Is that dude giving us the okay? Okay. 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 Okay, I'm waiting for him to show up again. We can care. We care. Alright. Okay, let's see here. Lips.
Patient,
Patient DBL.
my records indicate that you have been admitted for possible cranial trauma. You should currently be in your assigned bed resting. While I am truly delighted to see that you have regained consciousness, I must insist that you return to your room to be examined by a medical professional immediately.
No need, accidentally zapped myself with my own stunner. Just run the paperwork for my release. Listen here, you bucket of bolts. Okay, well, this one here.
An accidental discharge of a weapon is a serious event. I must insist that you remain for treatment. Even non-lethal stunners can leave much lasting neurological damage.
I insist.
Very well. I am prohibited by law from detaining you here against your will, patient.
Yeah, this is not a jail.
But you should note in your release paperwork that willful early termination of medical services releases this hospital and its parent company, ZHC, from legal liability should your condition persist or worsen outside of our care. Additionally, all test and medical data from your visit will be shared with our standard partners to help improve our services and offerings and to keep the price affordable. I am further required to inform you that this visit has expended the last of your year's governmentally mandated healthcare credits.
Sure. What was that middle part? Wonder if she'll repeat it.
Lastly, you will be required to provide payment or proof of private insurance for any further visits for routine or emergency medical care.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, this is America. Well, this is Neo San Francisco. So, still America.
Please take care to fill out all forms thoroughly and accurately. And do have a nice day.
Because up here in Canada, the only thing we really worry about is, the only thing we really pay is the ambulance ride if we're to call 911.
Your medical billing makes me glad I'm synthetic. You should look for more paying journalism work before you get shot again. Before we leave, we should look for Dr. Fairlight's assistant, Leon Decker.
Okay, let's see what she says again.
We're good to go. We don't need to talk to them again.
What about this one? Okay. They're too busy handling the patient log to chat. Placard. Look at it. A placard for sign-in instructions. You never need one of these until it's too late. Resting woman. Sitting around waiting in the hospital is no one's favorite pastime. Oh, for sure. Or even like waiting in between flights for like a flight or something. You know, like a 6-hour layover is pretty boring. This is the front desk, not the waiting room. So they probably aren't hurt or anything. I'm waiting here for my husband. Nothing serious, thankfully, just a scare. What about the couch? Comfy and frequently sanitized. Still way nicer than any furniture at your place. That's sad. That is sad.
No time to rest anymore, sleepyhead. We have our mission. Let's get to it. Full steam ahead.
Turing might have a future in being a personal trainer. And here's the mysterious man. A young man stands alone in a casual pose. He seems to be maybe 30 or so. Okay, that's young. With rugged features. It makes me feel better being like mid-30s. You know. Still considered being in 30s young. So, touch mysterious man. Not much that's tangible there except that hair. Don't you dare go digging around in his pockets. Let's talk to him.
Hello, the name's Leon Decker. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Decker, eh?
Fairlight messaged ahead that I needed to pass one of his cards on to you. Here.
Cool. Fairlight's card added to items.
Thanks for taking your time with him. He really gets in one of his moods when the chair's getting fixed.
Sorry?
The last gala he organized was full of unsavory types. He's probably happy to help folks whose pockets aren't deeper than their thoughts.
This guy kind of trails off when he's talking. Just like me. Mind if I ask you a few questions? Thanks for the help. Okay.
Yeah, boss said you'd have a few for me. I'm not really supposed to answer anything too private, but take your best shot.
Okay, what kind of work do you do for Dr. Fairlight? Do you think Fairlight is civilized? What's your story? Okay, let's do this.
Oh, mostly gopher work, to be honest. Started when I was just out of the military. I was looking for a gig from someone who wouldn't care that I was an army brat. North Korea made that hard. The old man pays me to guard his life, run a few errands for him, and play substitute arm candy at most of the charity galas.
Okay.
Not terribly exciting, but I've already had enough excitement to last me another 30 years.
Yeah. I know at least a couple military... No, a couple of people in the military who's kind of been left with some mental. They've been left with some mental trauma there. Okay, why do you think Fairlight is helping us?
You think sitting in that chair all day is very entertaining? You know, the old man's talked to me about the things he used to do in his glory days. I'm sure he told you about when he was the head of some big companies. He was cold, ambitious, and took down anyone with half a mind to get in his way. I think once he aged, he realized how lonely that kind of life can be. Helping people's the only way he can feel like he's still doing something. But hey, what do I know? I just spend all my time with him.
Yeah, he does trail off because it's... Well, I don't know if I have my TV turned up enough. I usually don't because in the last episode of this series here, yeah, there was quite a bit of feedback from the microphone, so there was a slight echo. But hopefully that, we don't have that problem. But yeah, when he says, I just spend all my time, and I didn't hear with him part. So basically all I heard was, but hey, what do I know? I just spend all my time with him. What's your story?
Probably not as exciting as you hope. I grew up in Montana on a family farm. I didn't have my pa's farm hands, so I joined the military as soon as I could, like my grandpaps.
Yeah.
Came home looking to do something a whole lot quieter for the rest of my life. I didn't know at the time how boring quiet could be. But hey, I'll take it over getting shot at.
Thank you, Leon.
No problem. I'll be around if you know where to look.
Cool.
You have a good day now.
Alright. We'll see ya. Now where are we going?
Well, we're free to leave. Why not head back home first, yes?
Yes.
I'm sure you'd like the chance to shower at least. For such a clean place, it sure seems to have left you feeling foul.
Physically, mentally, and journalistically refreshed.
You look good.
Thank you.
If you're feeling up for it, we should go find Tomcat and tell them about what happened. They should still be waiting for us at Stardust. Let's not keep them waiting.
Like we left, what's her name? Tomcat at the Stardust thing. And what did we do? We went to the police station. We went to the park. Then we went back to the, Hayden's apartment. Got knocked out. Woke up in the hospital. And who knows how many days that took. Well, like for sure, the rest of the stuff before the hospital took all day or all night. Or all evening. So it's gotta be like the next day.
Oh, by the way, while you were showering, I was able to replant your Crassula ovata.
What?
Don't forget to talk to it and give it some love. When
Oh,
I
the
try
plant.
talking to it, it doesn't even notice I'm there.
Probably
Either
because
way,
you're not human.
Our next move is Stardust.
Okay, let's take a look around here. See if it's anything different. Okay, look at plant. This succulent is in pretty bad shape. Aren't they supposed to be one of the easier plants to take care of? Talk. You're such a cute little plant, Wilty. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh, you're such a miserable little plant. Die already. Oh, I'm gonna talk to this one.
With more of that, we'll surely be on the way to lush greenery in no time.
Cool. This action will have consequences. Probably. Sink. How many times was a repair request made? 4? 5? The landlord only cares if the rent is late. Man, it's gotta suck to be a landlord. See if we can try sleep. Your home within your home. Nothing like curling up. Oh yeah, okay. It's all the same thing. Let's try sleep in bed. You aren't sleepy right now. Oh, okay, let's get out of here then. According to Turing, this door is only a rip-off of the Secugate, all that, which isn't even half as good as the Insect Model 1355 automatic security door. Cheapskate landlords. Open door.
Ready to head out?
Yes. Alright, let's head out. Boink. Okay, back to Stardust Club. Okay, let's go inside.
Welcome to Stardust.
Oh, okay. So the bartender has a friend now. Bearish bartender. Majid. It's Majid, the gruff-looking man who holds down the bar. Keeps it from floating away. Sorry for the pun. He's got a confident look, broad shoulders, and a winning smile. Touch him. Reaching over the bar like that comes off pretty threatening. Talk to him, Majid.
Hey, good to see you back. What can I do for you?
Okay, just killing some time. I'd like a drink, please.
What are you having?
Okay, let's see. Dougie's and cream. Hassy Spike. Roasted Lay's Core. Tokyo Tea Buzzer. Arsenal. Ingredients and ratios. Fluffy Dream Air Drink. Wolf Bite Shot. Wait a minute. Tastes like orange. What happened to wiener juice? I didn't have to. Oh yeah, there it is. We missed it. There it is.
So many drinks these days.
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says.
Oh, I got this, sweetie.
Wait,
Sometimes I think I'm just holding up the bar rather than running it.
No, I just memorized all the drinks. You're better with the customers. Sorry, I don't think we've met before. I'm Gus. This one is...
A tumbler with ice filled halfway with amaretto and the remainder with heavy cream. Yep, for real, it's delicious.
Rawr. Thank you, hon.
Sounds good.
Here you go.
Wiener juice served. Okay, items. Nice refreshing wiener juice. Look at wiener juice. A tumbler with dry ice filled halfway with a little heavy cream. Drink wiener juice. That hit the spot. You drank your drink. So we drank some wiener juice. Let's talk to Gus here. It's Gus, the other bartender for Stardust. He's big bearish type with hairy chest and a oafish laugh. Maybe he was a Viking in a past life. Touch Gus. It's unlikely he would appreciate that. Hands off the big guy. Sorry. Let's talk to Gus.
You have a really cool ROM. How's Stardust treating you?
Not bad. It's a bit loud for me, but I had to meet someone. Oh, not bad.
Well, that's good. But we can do better than not bad. Let me know how we can help. Majid may not have a memory for mixed drinks, but he loves listening to his patrons' problems. You'll have to let me or him know if you need any help. We try to run a tight ship around here.
Okay, would you mind telling me about yourself? Do you know anything about Hayden Weber? Okay.
Oh, there isn't much to tell, really. I came to Neo SF from Arizona to finally live somewhere more thrilling. Majid needed someone good with numbers to handle back-of-the-house sort of stuff. So here I am. I didn't grow up in big cities like this, and I always loved listening to Majid's stories from the Bay. Everything is just so exciting.
Do you know anything about Hayden Weber?
Hayden? Oh, you're who Majid mentioned before, huh? Oh, no, sorry. I've met him since he's a regular, but I've been out and about on business. Haven't seen him in weeks. I wish I could help more.
Okay. I'll let you know if I need anything else.
Okay, I'm gonna get back to this, but don't feel bad if you need to interrupt me for something.
Thanks, Gus.
Sure thing. Enjoy the bar.
Okay, let's see. Where is... oh, there she is. Wait, hold on. Who is this guy? Focused patron.
The trace amount of liquid left in their glass suggests the person was drinking.
Butch Flower.
The trace amount of liquid left in the... Don't bug people, please. You'll get us in trouble. I'm serious. Annoying them and intruding on their space will just delay our investigation.
Haven't I seen you at my tattoo parlor before? Give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay, let's go this way. Bouncer. The VIP bouncer. Blue skin and a lot of bulk. A hybrid. A hybrid. If you had to rank the friendliness of every bouncer you met, they might fall on the higher end.
VIP's kind of full right now. Wait a bit.
Cool.
It's a big club. Find another place to be.
Okay, I think it's the same thing that was said before. Whoops. Ah.
Welcome.
Okay, let's talk to Tomcat. There's Tomcat in the right place at the right time. Better go out to tell them about where, when you weren't. The whole getting ambushed at the apartment after they sent you off thing, they might want to know about it. Talk to Tomcat.
Hey, y'all. How goes the search?
Not great. Hayden's apartment was ransacked and somebody stole the data cache.
Shit. Well, I can't say I saw that one coming. I figured that they'd nab anything they needed the first time they hit the place. Huh. Any ideas who it could have been?
The walls had been spray painted with many grotesque human revolution slogans. It is possible that Hayden was targeted by the organization for his work at Parallax. While my development may have been a secret, he is rather well known for his work on virtual intelligence data. A layman would not understand the critical differences between myself and a VI, nor do I think the average human revolution member would care to make the distinction. Equally likely, it is an effort to throw us off the trail of who's actually done this.
Okay, let's see. Either way, we're gonna go check out the protest. At least we're getting knocked. At least getting knocked out gave us a lead. We talked to the Vanek Fairlight. He offered to introduce us to someone in the Human Revolution. Okay. This one here.
Right. Dr. Fairlight was very kind to point us in the direction of the Human Revolution protest leader. Hopefully, we'll be able to get to the bottom of this after interviewing him.
Yannick Fairlight? When'd you run into him?
We were ambushed at the apartment and got hit with some kind of neural stunner.
What? Are y'all okay?
Yes, we made it to the nearby hospital, and Dr. Fairlight happened to be occupying the same room we were placed in. We had a discussion with him about Hayden's situation, then came here.
Well, shit. Things sure are getting more serious than I first thought. Y'all need to keep a sharp eye out. Being attacked means the bastards know you're looking now.
I'm confident in our ability to push on.
What do you know about Dr. Fairlight, Tomcat? She looked pretty surprised when we mentioned him by name.
I can't say I know much about the man.
Why the surprised look then?
Fairlight always was a bit of a shut-in, even back when he ran System 1, his old company.
Oh, okay, so she does kind of know him.
He didn't make any more public appearances after the merger between them and Parallax, but he was still working with them for 6 or so years past that. Nowadays, he shows up in the news once in a blue moon for some charity thing or another. But, well, it's all just rumor, but I've heard he holds a grudge about it hotter than the Clantons after the Earps. I'd take care to look this particular horse in the mouth real close if I was you.
Fair enough. We'll be careful of him, or it doesn't matter. It's the only lead we got. Okay, this one here.
Good. Now to lighten the mood. While y'all were chasing your tails, I managed to find a way into the Parallax network.
Oh.
Once I'm in, I should be able to dig out Hayden's personal info file easily enough, including anything related to him on all security clearance levels. If Parallax has anything on Hayden's situation, it'll be in there.
Fantastic, Tomcat. I knew Hayden's faith in you was not misplaced. How long do you think it will take you?
Well, that's where the rubber meets the road. Parallax actually has considerably better net security than the last time they cracked in. I'm gonna need physical access. I've got a good idea where a node for us to slice into is, but it ain't exactly in a nice part of town. In fact, police have basically wrote it off as a lost cause. Not enough profit in it.
So, a real bad side of town then.
I know Jess has some contacts in that area. She's that girl that chewed you a new rear when y'all first came here.
Oh yeah, the cat lady.
Yeah, it's a tough sell, but she might be able to help y'all get in and out of that part of the city without ending up in a parts bin at an organ shop.
Okay, what does Jess have? Contacts in the part of town. Profit has really gone to shit since the police privatized. Fine, I guess I'll go grovel until she agrees to help. Okay.
You might not be able to tell, considering her viper's tongue and penchant for hitting the clubs harder than she's got any right to, but Jess is actually an attorney.
Oh, is she?
She specializes in defending people in violation of the Human Protection Act and does almost all of her work pro bono. That's earned her a whole gaggle of pals amongst the hybrid community around here, as you might imagine. Ain't no one gonna cross her in that part of town. Black market hybridization ain't exactly HPA compliant, if you catch my drift, and none of them ever know when they might need her to defend them in court.
Okay. Profit.
Hey, we ain't got it that bad. I mean, at least our police force owns its own cell. I hear down in San Jose, the richer neighborhoods have actually started hiring the gangs to protect their places. When even the rich folks can't get good police work, it's a sad state for everyone else. And the less said about LA, the better.
Fun. I guess I'll go grovel until she agrees to help.
That's the spirit. I need a little time to get all my tools together to slice into Parallax's network, but y'all keep me updated. Maybe y'all get lucky and find that data cache too. But I ain't gonna count on it. Jess is still hanging around here at Stardust, but I saw her head over to the VIP room. It's hybrid night and she's a popular gal. Just please remember to play nice or her friends will thump you something fierce. I'll send Jess a message letting her know that y'all are looking for some assistance, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, we'll be in touch, Tomcat.
Sure thing, honey. I've got to head on out of here and get started on setting up the run. Just have turn, let me know when y'all are ready.
Oh, I see Jess over there behind some ropes. Let's go over and say hi to her.
Oh, hell no. Look, I'm really trying to have a good time today, and the Human Revolution crud muffins have made that very hard for me. And your interrogation this morning took a bad day to worse.
Oh. So we were at the hospital for what? Maybe a couple hours?
I asked around about you, Journo, and I don't have anything to say to you. The last thing I need is you prodding at me without telling me you're press. Besides, the VIP section is only for hybrids and friends on hybrid night, and no way am I vouching for you. Hey, bouncer! We got a capital A asshole over here!
What a biatch.
You heard her. Let's go.
How rude! She didn't even give us a chance to explain ourselves. We have to get back in there and try to be reasonable. Surely she will see the importance of our task once we've explained everything. But that bouncer probably won't let us back in. Perhaps we should try befriending someone nearby and convince them to vouch for us? It's a statistical long shot, but the worst case scenario shouldn't leave an excessive amount of physical damage.
Okay, what about this arcade punk? Okay, the Rod of Asclepius gives you life, the Dagger of Power gives your Zapper some extra charge, and the Eye of the Sun blasts away all the enemies on the screen. Kaboom! The Morning Sun vanquishes the horrible night, right? Okay, so... Well, looky here. Distant Patron, Focused Patron, Distracted Patron. Look at her. A tired person that appears to be lost in thought. I don't think she's a hybrid. He is, though, but... Maybe she is. Does she have horns of some sort? There's some sort of strange contraption on her arm that trails up to her ears. Could they be... earphones? Let's look at this guy. A lone hybrid with horns coming out of their head. They're scanning the room carefully, or maybe just staring off into space. Let's talk to her first. Since she's not a... The wiggly appendages coming from her head appear to be implants. Okay, so she's not a hybrid. I guess if she got implants, maybe that barely qualifies her as a hybrid. I don't know. Don't know the rules of this world regarding that.
Don't bug people, please. You'll get...
Let's talk to her. Oh, hi. Sorry, I don't really feel like talking. It's been a long day. Maybe after I have a few drinks in me. Maybe I'll get something spicy. Oh, hi. Sorry, I don't feel like talking. It's been a long day, maybe a few drinks in me. Something spicy. Okay, let's get a drink. Whoops.
Hey, good to see you.
Okay, can you give me access to the VIP?
Sorry, it's being rented out for a private party tonight. Hybrid night. I try not to judge, but I don't think this is your crowd.
Okay. Take a drink, please.
What are you having?
Canopy, okay, what is something spicy? Which one would be spicy? The butch flower, spicy gentleman.
Remind me, what's...
Drinktionary, the open alcoholic...
Oh, I got this, sweetie. This one is...
Okay, 2 parts vodka, 2 teaspoons of sriracha, 1 lemon twist, and then finish with chili garnish. Taste of fire with a hint of zest. Fancy.
Thanks, son.
Okay, sounds good.
Here you go.
Spicy gentleman served. Okay, let's go give it to her. Item. Nice, refreshing, spicy gentleman.
How did you know what I was planning on ordering? Well, at least keep me company while I drink it.
So she does have voice acting. You gave her the drink.
I'm Caitlin.
Hello, Caitlin. My name's DBL. It seems like you were alone for a while.
I'm usually a lot more sociable. Things have just been rough today.
Oh, yeah. Care to tell me about it?
My brother's going through gene therapy. He still has to go in at least twice a week for health and maintenance. There are Human Revolution protesters outside the clinic, making it even harder for him. They're always outside, harassing anyone coming in. It's exhausting.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear it's like that, or I've been looking into the protests for an article I'm writing. They'll probably get bored and move on soon. No, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry to hear it's like that.
No one else lives around here, so I'm kind of all he's got. But it's not a big deal. He'll be done with the main set of treatments in a few weeks, and we'll be free of them. I just feel bad for everyone else they're messing with.
He's lucky to have you. Sounds like you're in the home stretch. One of the sacrifices we make for free speech. I'll butter her up.
Aw, thanks a lot. I'm lucky to have him. So, there's plenty of people here. What made you want to talk with me?
I noticed you had an empty glass. Isn't that against the rules here? No one should be that bummed at Stardust, and I had this drink. I'll do this one.
Oh geez, this really is my favorite drink. I have to wake up early for class, but I'm at the club, so I guess I'm already too deep in.
Everybody needs a break now and then. Or, oh really, what are you studying?
Graphic design with a focus on advertising. I even get to do some local stuff. Trying not to brag, but the zone 3 ad on the bar is totally my doing.
I have some really good client relationships locally, and there's so many interesting people too, like you. Hey, it's been really nice talking to you, but I kind of feel like dancing now. You want to come with me to the VIP area in the back? I have some friends who might be over there. We can hang out with them. They'll like you.
Cool. Sure.
Great, let's go.
If only it were this easy for me in real life.
Didn't I say to beat it?
We're guests of Caitlin. She said we could join her.
All right. But it's on her if you can't stay out of trouble.
Hey! You have an incoming call, priority marked as urgent.
Oh, what's this?
Well, hope you come by again.
Excellent. Sorry for making up the call. I'm still getting used to the whole subterfuge thing you humans do. However, we can take another run at having a conversation with Jess. We have a dragon to slay. Onward!
Alright, let's see here. Let's take a look around first. Oh, no. It's better between the arcade may apparently being isolated from the bar to dance floor.
You again? All right, I'll let you in. But you better stay out of trouble.
Oh, good. I thought I was just gonna look to the left, not leave. Okay, let's see here. Well, we got about 10 minutes left. Okay, so let's take a look around. Oh, Broke, Caitlin, Jess, Dancer. Let's look at Dancer first. Looks like they want to dance with you, but there's no time for any of that right now. They look really hyped. Okay. Talk to Dancer. Alright, let's dancing. Do you go to Stardust in the morning too? Table. Look at table. Okay. Okay, let's look at Broke. A skinny hybrid with green skin and pointy ears. I wonder if they might like to go on an adventure like ours. They might like to go on an adventure ours. What do you think, Turing? Bat? Or maybe frog?
I'm not against the thought of adding allies to our party, but perhaps another time.
It's probably not the right time to think about that. Touch Broke.
The worst thing you can do to a hybrid is walk up and try to pet them. Please don't make me afraid to associate with you.
I'm ashamed to say I've gone on a few assy spike benders in my time. I love vintage game experiences. Have you ever heard of Overblood?
I have. That's a PS1 game. But I never played it though. I just heard about it and read about it back in the good old video game magazine days in the mid 90s. Sounds like a long time ago. Well, it is a long time ago. It's like 26 years ago now.
I still feel bad about leaving our new friend like that, but there are others to chat with. We have no time to lose.
This is exactly what I needed to get my mind off things.
Cool. Okay, now to talk to Jess again. Let's see if she will actually listen. Use her big ears to listen. It's Jess, your feline hybrid acquaintance. Barely an acquaintance. Things haven't gotten too smoothly with her so far. Let's try to talk to her. You got a death wish, DBL? You're smarter than this. I'm trying to touch her. Alright, talk to Jess.
And you're back. You know, as soon as I first saw you, I hoped you'd be dropped like a bad packet off the mesh net and I'd never have to see you ever again. So of course, I just got off the phone with Tomcat, practically begging me to help you out. You aren't so good at the long-term play thing, are you?
I think we got off to a bad start here.
You mean you don't stick both feet in your mouth every time you talk to a hybrid? Surprising. Let's just get one thing straight here. I'm only willing to talk to you because I owe Tomcat. I don't owe you shit. So if you want my help, you gotta do something for me.
You seem miserable as a hybrid. Maybe... I don't know. Maybe don't be a hybrid?
If you got a problem with that, tough. My neighborhood, my health, my rules.
Well, I guess we can't really reverse being a hybrid. Okay, I'll be happy to help. What do you need? Sounds fair.
I need you to break up those human revolution protests. The ones at the Genus Clinic on Market Street. I'd like this handled with some stealth. Not that I expect you to know what discreet means. Either way, just get it done. I got clients in the middle of treatment cycles, and this media circus is making their lives difficult. That means it's making my life difficult. Let the bastards go march somewhere else, like Washington. Not here.
I think she just has, I think she just hates humans. Straight humans. She's racist. Well, not racist, speciesist. I know it's not my business, but are you okay? You sound upset.
I'm just great. I'm peachy. My clients get harassed and beaten on the daily. I don't have the time or money to help them all, and I have jackasses like you bothering me on my one day off. So, you gonna braid my fur, and we can talk about all our problems and boys we like?
You're not telling me something.
Whoop-de-freaking-do, you figured it out. Well, fine. Have it your way. You want to know what my deal is? You really want me to get sappy?
Oh, the music stops. So she's probably gonna unleash hell on us.
Skin cancer.
Oh. Yeah. That's quite a downer. I've known some people to have not skin cancer, but to have cancer, and they have a real hard time trying to be decent people. Some people, I should say, they get real bitter on how. Anyway, heavy topic. Okay, so she has skin cancer.
Stage 3. My prognosis was so advanced that the doc said my bones were already lost.
Oh, man.
So I had to do something drastic. Completely restart my biology from scratch. You ever seen someone with a severe gene splice? From something freaky, like an insect? That's where hybrid tech began, you know. Where my therapy started. You can't imagine what it's like to have children cry from just looking at you. When people just see you and sprint the other direction.
Oh, she didn't choose to be a hybrid. Well, I guess she chose it to save her life, I guess.
I had police following me everywhere I went. I lost my apartment. I lost my dignity.
And now she hates regular people. Well, racist people.
Eventually, I was lucky enough to qualify for the cute kitty cat cure to override the expression of the chitin. It changed my life. I have my job and purpose because of it. The fur doesn't scare the rest of the world too much to let me exist.
Oh, okay, I wonder what she was looking like. Oh, she said something about insect or something, so she must have looked hideous. She must have looked like a demon or something.
Better an otaku's fluffy wet dream than the monster from a horror VR drama from Japan. My mom still can't look at me straight. Not to get even mushier, but as a kid, she would sing me a song as she counted all the freckles on my face. She hasn't let that go. You know how your folks look at you when they figure out you finally had sex or did crash? It's like that. All the time.
Well, I'm sorry that happened to you.
Oh, now you're sorry. You haven't even heard the worst part yet. The amount of gene therapy I underwent exceeded the limit that the Human Protection Act allows for procreation.
What?
So yeah, the government freaking spayed me, if it all wasn't hilariously dark enough.
Spade?
First I'm too ugly to look at, now I'm too screwed up to breathe. Saving my own life forfeited my right to be a person. The Human Protection Act. Ha! Apparently protecting humans doesn't include me. Only genotypicals could live in this city and truly think they're the ones who need some protection the most.
Okay, can kind of piece together why she became a lawyer and why she's so miserable.
In any case, I had some clean eggs frozen and we'll whip them out whenever I'm ready. Except keeping that shit on ice costs. And my insurance decided to just not pay up due to the elective nature of my feline gene therapy. So I took those bastards to court and won. And I've been doing the same thing for everybody else ever since. So, there you go. I got cancer, super science fixed me up and left me a freak, and then the government sterilized me so I wouldn't go out and make more little monsters. And everyone else gets to be the winner by default. Happy now? How's your savior complex doing? This is getting you off?
Oh man. No wonder you're such a sourpuss. Oh, you're not dead, you're still fighting. Sorry, I didn't know. She probably, well, this was like, you know, saying this one here at the bottom would just piss her off royally. Saying this one would just almost seem like you're just pandering to her, and this one is more genuine, so I'm gonna go with this one.
Don't tell me you would have treated me better if you had. It's never true. I need honesty more than sympathy, you know? Break up those protests, and then we'll talk.
Market Street added to city map.
All right, it sounds like we know what we need to do next. Let's go to Market Street and break up those protests for Jess.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna hit the Market Street first and then save there. Market Street.
Well, there are the protesters. I have to admit that I still find the vandalism of Hayden's apartment puzzling. The protests themselves have been entirely peaceful so far, and the human revolution, regardless of the flimsy philosophical ground they stand on, are not a group known for projecting their ideology through unlawful means. The more I research them, the more I have to admit to the statistical conclusion that we're either dealing with a deceptive covert operation scenario, or less likely, a radical splinter group.
So, yeah, it's gotta be the former.
Still, I doubt it will hurt to ask around. Brian Mulberry is there in the center. Fairlight said he was the one to talk to, and my mesh searches confirm that he is the leader of the local chapter of the Human Revolution organization. He's a bit player on the national scene, but he seems charismatic and camera conscious from the video clips I've reviewed. Perhaps we could use that to our advantage?
Okay. So I'm gonna stop the video here, and yeah, that was quite a got a little bit heavy there with the whole cancer thing and the racism, and seeing that Jess had like a real crummy hand dealt to her in her hybrid life. But yeah, so far this game seems to be very seems to cover the social, aspects of society. Like, realistically, looking at this, like there always seems to be racism wherever, you know, like even though people are less racist than they were 20 years ago, there's still racism around. I've heard of it, and I've dealt with some racism too, but not quite to the point where I'm getting beaten up over it. I remember when I was 20 years ago, I tried to enter a small diner, and I was stopped at the door by an old white guy holding a broomstick. He told me that they were closed, and when I looked in the window of the diner, there were other patrons in there, and they were looking at me, and I was like thinking, I don't feel welcome here. So I turned around and just walked away. Didn't pursue it any further, and well, never went back there again. I'm not going to mention where it was, but yeah, just one of those memories where I'm like thinking like I can't believe that happened. But anyway, I wasn't going to go in that whole direction there, but yeah, so yeah, just hearing Jess talk about her, you know, racism and dealing with the government kind of brought some like memories I haven't thought of in like, oh man, at least a decade. But anyway, so yeah, we will continue this in the next episode. I think I'm feeling that this series is probably gonna be like 4, maybe 5 episodes long, because I'm not really rushing through it, and I'm enjoying what I'm playing so far. It feels like a kind of sort of feel like this is kind of like a murder mystery, you know, I would imagine that this borrows like a lot of this game probably borrows a lot from Snatcher, it seems. And one of these days I'd like to be able to play Snatcher if Konami ever decides to release it digitally. Hopefully they'll do that one of these days, because man, don't want to pay $1,000 to play that game. But anyway, so yeah, we'll continue this in the next episode, and we'll see you then. Alright, have a good one.